boys and girls, once again it is time for the BB18 Robcast, the finale, and we know who won it all. So here's Zombie, and here it goes.
And more feedback, and more feedback, and more feedback, and rock and roll, everybody. I am Zombie, and we're here. We're gonna sum up. We're gonna bring down the house with the very last, the finale, the BB18 Robcast finale, baby. And we know who won it all. We know that Nicole Franzel, she won it all, guys. It got down to her and Paul. It got down to her and Paul being the absolute final two. And guess what? Nicole won it all, guys. I was wrong. So whenever I put in parentheses earlier, Paul wins, question mark, that was a question mark. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, for tuning in. And I know you're probably not listening live, but you're welcome to listen to this. That's why we do it a Robcast style. It's not a podcast, baby. It's a Robcast. That's why we do it Robcast style, where if you're at work, if you're listening to this on your drive home, you're trying to get your mixed martial arts workout, you got your earbuds in your motorcycle helmet, or you got that Bluetooth motorcycle helmet, then I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for downloading the show. Hit follow and check out any other podcasts. Let's say I split this show in half because we did another show, me and a great friend of mine named Chris, who happens to live the rock and roll lifestyle. We had to do a little show about rock and roll and old school life in the fast lane, what's happening. You know, one of those, we do like a weekly call-in. So, hey, thanks, guys. I just want to say thank you for tuning in. And we can talk just a little bit about the finale. So it got down to it. Whenever it got down to it, we know that Paul won round one. Hands down. Uh-oh, what's up? Come on. Look in there. Technical difficulty. I'm trying to make it to where I don't just necessarily rant in a 72 cuss word rant. It's probably going to be my goal, because I've tried to cut out all profanity altogether from the show, and it doesn't look too bright, okay? So we will try to not just MF every single other second. I'll try to put the brakes on that a little bit, but guys, sometimes just the natural way that things come out. But I put in my notes on one of the very first shows that I wasn't going to cuss, that something about your effing job, and I spelled it out EFFING. And whenever I read it out on the radio, I just dropped the F-bomb just right out of the blue. So I'm going to try not to do that tonight. And I'm going to try to bring you guys a little bit of something for your earway. Big Brother, the finale, guys. It is done. Big Brother 18 is over. It's said and done. And I was trying to break down the votes, like who voted for who. And the reason I'm guessing and I'm grasping at straws, I know that Nicole won. I know that when it came down to it, Nicole needed at least 5 votes, or Paul needed at least 5 votes to win Big Brother. And I'm sitting here thinking that I've got it written. Okay, here, Paul got Victor, maybe Zakia. Definitely, it looks like Nicole got voted for by whoever Natalie and James voted together. You know, Corey voted also for Nicole, so maybe she got Natalie and James, Corey, and then probably Davon. And then you never know. I don't know. And when it came down to it, you would think that Paul would vote for Victor. but I don't know. I mean, I think that's the reason why that they deliberate and that they bring it down to who actually played the better game, who actually played Big Brother. And like I said, Nicole definitely waited in the water like a hungry shark, waited for somebody else to do the work, catching the fish and reeling it in, and then she just went straight on in there and grabbed that fish right off the line at the end. What's wrong with that? Winning. I mean, if you're in third or fourth place for 3/4 of the race, but then you accelerate forward and you win the race, all you did was save fuel and save on all of your hard parts on your car. So that's what I'm saying. So Nicole wins. I'm not, like I said, what my point was is that I did get the live feeds for CBS to check out just a little bit of Over the Top. Big Brother Over the Top is the new show that they've got that's strictly online. It's the 24-hour. It's with CBS All Access. And if you want to check out CBS All Access, just go to cbs.com/Big Brother All Access or go /live feeds. What they'll let you do right now is they'll let you sign up for the live feeds for a week for free. So it doesn't even cost you a dime, a penny, not even a nickel to join up for the live feeds at CBS All Access. And my thing is this. What I'm going to do is I'll sign up for I'll pay for 1 month, and that's $9.99, and that's for 1 month without commercials. You can get it for $6 a month if you're a little bit more frugal, which I normally am, but whenever you're doing podcasts about it, sometimes cutting out the commercials means that I get to go to bed like, 4 sets of 4-minute commercials. That means, or that's 16 minutes that I could have already been on the radio with you all. So again, thank you for tuning in. I'm super proud. I can't say how proud I am of James, Nicole, and Paul. Definitely Paul, because I think that he was the most improved player out of the game. And maybe it's kind of like, I'm glad we're glad that he didn't get like that number 1 hit single out of the gate, because maybe if you hear something that's really good, you'll go and you'll buy another one of their records. And that's kind of how I feel about Paul. He came out of the gate and he had some really good stuff that people want to see, but he didn't have that number 1 hit that just shot him off the charts, right? To where he'll be a one-hit wonder and we'll never see him back in the Big Brother house. Which, what I'm saying is, I think by him not winning Big Brother 18 means that it will encourage him to become a staple in the Big Brother house, around the Big Brother house, do something involving Big Brother. Maybe, I don't know. But if they're giving Davon, Frank, James, and Nicole all 4 a chance to get back into the Big Brother house, there's definitely no reason why we should not see Paul back in the house. Maybe next year. Will we see him for BB18 next summer? So check it out. Big Brother 19 is coming out next summer. But right now, if you're not totally 100% Big Brothered out, you can check out Big Brother Over the Top. And what's different about that, it's not going to be on TV at all. It's only going to be on CBS All Access, which is only online. You can download the app. You can put it in your smartphone. And speaking of that, for the 3rd time now, I was going to watch the live finale again because, I was doing the podcast earlier. I did watch the end of the finale where Nicole won. I didn't see exactly all of the final votes and all of that stuff go down because, I was getting another podcast ready, a rock and roll. So I got on here right at a little after midnight because that's the time normally on CBS. If you don't have All Access, if there is a show that comes on, Big Brother comes on, let's say on Wednesday night, and you didn't catch it on CBS, if you download the CBS app for your phone, it will show you that, even if it was a live episode, it'll show you that after midnight that night. And so I was waiting tonight until after midnight, and what I was going to do is maybe bring you guys a couple of little audio nuggets, from tonight's show, from the finale. But lo and behold, I could not. They did not have the finale posted tonight, and it may be because they're still. And see, I couldn't figure it out then, and now, it's because the show is really late, and it's got to be at least 3 hours after. Is that right? Yeah, it's got to be at least 3 hours after it airs. But not only that, it's on the West Coast, and the West Coast is 4 hours earlier from California to New York. So maybe they have to wait until also all of the post-recording. They're still doing a lot of interviews and everything like that, I'm sure, late. They'll be doing it early in the morning. And if you check out CBS Live in the CBS morning show tomorrow, normally they will have some follow-up to the Big Brother going on there if you want to watch CBS. Also, if you do get CBS All Access, I don't know if it means anything to you or not, but if you do sign up for the live feeds for Big Brother Over the Top, which I cannot promise you that I'll be on the interwebs about Big Brother Over the Top. My rule of thumb, like I said, for that is if there are at least, let's say, 4 A-type personalities in the Big Brother house for Big Brother Over the Top, I will definitely bring you guys some Robcast action, some Big Brother Over the Top Robcast action. And I'll have to think of something a little bit shorter than that. We're just going to call it broadcast. You can never go wrong calling it a broadcast. We don't call it a podcast because a podcast, I don't know why. Let's see, it's 12:46 a.m. Guys, again, I'm super proud of Nicole. I can't say that I'm not. Nicole did a tremendous job. She was kind of going over. I was watching the live feeds. I think it was day before yesterday, and it was a little bit brutal. But Nicole was going over all of the things that she had won, and she's won a few things there in the house. And like I said, whenever I got on there, I was going to just watch the show at a little bit after midnight and then podcast about it. But maybe what I will do, because I thought there was some kind of an issue, maybe they didn't upload, maybe they just never put the finale on the app. Because before last year, let's say maybe I watched it on the computer or watched it on CBS. But last year I did not do a Robcast about Big Brother. I did podcast about Big Brother, but it was during just doing the regular Car and Zombie show, or one of the other regular podcasts that you might not have heard me on. I would have said you might have heard me on, but you didn't. Anyway. So yeah, I'm proud of Nicole. I would like to see what happens between her and Corey outside the house, because she's from New Jersey, she's from Michigan, and Corey's from Texas. I think Corey went to A&M, and he wants... I guess he was telling a story in the house about one time whenever he tried, one of his friends, one of his maybe frat buddies, one of his roommates, quote-unquote roommates, was so drunk that he was thinking about, or actually tried to light some sort of a barnyard animal, presumably a goat, on fire. So rock and roll, Corey. Way to represent for Texas, buddy. Thanks a lot. But way to represent for Texas. He, at least, I guess, he ended up having a showmance out of the deal. And who knows what's going to happen with him and Nicole. Now that she's got the $500,000, like she said, her parents can quit their jobs. Pardon me. She can build the mansion that has her wing in it and her brother's wing. and her parents wink.